How's it going, Virgo? Welcome back. My name is Kayleigh. Thank you so much for being here. I am here to do a new moon reading for the new moon that's in Aquarius tomorrow. Yeah, it's tomorrow already. So Virgo, I'm going to talk a little bit about the astrology of this new moon, and then I'm going to pull some tarot for you, and then I'm going to wrap it up with an Elder Futhark rune. So, I'm also trying out some new lighting. By new, I mean I'm not turning on my room light. I'm only using the circle lights. We'll see how this goes. I don't know. I feel like it looks good, but I don't know, Virgo. I need your input. Help. Okay, so Virgo. This new moon is happening in Aquarius, which is your 6th house, the Virgo house. So, if you're a Virgo ascendant, or you're counting from your sun, or if you have a Virgo moon, this is the 6th house. What is the 6th house? This is the house of health, of well-being, of your daily routine, of service. Pets, also. Pets are seen from the 6th house. And also illness. But the 6th house is kind of cool. It's one of the houses that improves over time. So it usually causes issues for people to start with, but improves over time. But anyway, with all of this concentrated energy in your 6th house, there's going to be 6 planets, by the way. 6. Sun, Moon, Venus, Saturn, Jupiter, Mercury. 6. It's a lot. We haven't had this many since 1962. I'm not going to get into the history of that, but it's important to note just this could be a highly fruitful period for a lot of people. So for you, Virgo, this is kicking off a new cycle in how you view yourself when it comes to your health, your daily habits. Could very well kick off some new routines that have to do with, and they might be like really quirky or unconventional because it's Aquarius, right? Let's see, let's brainstorm a little bit. Maybe you set some limits for yourself around how much time you spend on the internet, and you decide to, I don't know, volunteer some time with some groups in your community. You know, maybe you've got like a local like permaculture group and you want to get involved. I'm not sure how that would show up. Maybe you have some new ideas that come about over the next little bit of just natural ways that you can heal yourself. Aquarius is also our nervous system and like interconnected systems. So our skin, for example, and our nervous system, big time. So I wouldn't be surprised if you were struggling with some of those things right now. This is not health advice. I am not a doctor, okay? But you know, maybe you come up with some new ideas or start researching ideas for how to take a proactive approach with your health in those areas. Skincare, nervous system. And I mean, anything that you put on your skin is absorbed by the body. So that's something to think about too. You know, maybe you look into like naturopath remedies or essential oils or something along those lines. Okay, Virgo. I did have a card fall out. I'm going to pray before I pull any more though, okay? God, Source, Spirit, thank you so much for this beautiful day. Thank you for our ability to communicate through time and space through this crazy, amazing technology. Thank you for bringing Virgo here. Please watch over Virgo. And please watch over the space while I do this reading. Allow only energy of love and true light to come through. Thank you. Okay, Virgo. Wow, okay. Okay, so both you and Leo had like a few cards flip out. I'm going with it. The Leo reading was great. So on the bottom, we have the Two of Cups. Ooh. That's beautiful. You know what would be really cool? If you go and change something in your routine and then you meet somebody. Maybe it's time to join a meetup group. I don't know. Okay, what do we got? Oh. Okay. Alright, so the card that flipped out first was, there's freaking nudity on this, Rebirth. This is number 20. It is the same as the universe or the world. This is rebirth. This is judgment. So something important here. There's a naked child, so there's a trumpet. Okay. Judgment. This is a call to awaken. You're being called on a new path, Virgo. I just got chills all the way down the left side of my body. Wow. Whew. At least a part of you is being called to awaken. It's pretty cool. Then you got 4 cards that came out. Okay, so we got the Lord. This is the Emperor. This is the ultimate in divine masculine energy. Okay, this is, I would say, is your inner masculine, right? So your inner assertiveness and drive to protect and do things and provide. It's like our inner authority. So that's a strong energy right now. And then we have the King of Pentacles. This is, it's technically Taurus energy, but it's close enough to you, Virgo. We'll say it's you. King of Pentacles plans well in advance his state. He ensures that he will be provided for well into the future. Now this could be you, or it could be someone that is in your life right now. And if it's somebody else, they're probably wealthy. Maybe not like when I say wealthy, I don't necessarily mean like they're rolling in cash. They're not like Elon Musk wealthy, although there could be. It's a different kind of wealth. It's like they have high self-value, high self-worth. Just like you should. Actually, with all of this energy in Aquarius right now, you could be seeing, like, since that is 6th house and that is daily habits and stuff, your daily habits represent and reflect how you feel about yourself. So very well could be that you are having a big awakening to what you need to change about your daily habits. Yeah, that makes sense. And you are taking charge in that area and increasing that self-worth. Then you have the King of Cups in reverse. And then the Hanged Man in reverse. Interesting. So the King of Cups. So that's 2 court cards. This could be somebody else in your life. It could reflect you. It could reflect another part of you. But the King of Cups, typically this is someone with a lot of like artistic flair. They're a poet or a singer, or they work with their hands to make some kind of art. They're very creative, in other words. If it were upright, it would be someone with a lot of emotional maturity. Since it is in reverse, it could be someone who is highly manipulative with their emotions, or manipulative of your emotions. If it is a part of you, it could indicate that you have been holding yourself back from, or blocking yourself in some way from engaging with your own artistic endeavors. Or if it's emotions, then you could be emotionally stunted in some way. Maybe not emotionally stunted. That feels like not the right word. Emotionally blocked in some way. So these two, this is interesting. These are both feminine signs, the earth and the water. Those are feminine signs. But you got the 2 masculine court cards. So I wonder if, okay, stick with me for a minute here. Virgo, you could be dealing with 2 different people in your life that represent these 2 archetypes. And if this is you, typically Major Arcana represents our own internal processes. If this is you, it's almost like you're sitting on your throne of your home, your life, right? Your kingdom is your life. And you've got these 2 people, let's say. They could be women. You've got these 2 people vying for positions in your life. One of them appears to be doing quite well for themselves. The other one is very artistic. But again, maybe they're hiding some emotions. Maybe they're emotionally distant, or maybe they are emotionally manipulative. Interesting. Take it how it resonates for you. And until now, you've been in a place of how do you say that? You haven't been able to commit to a path. You haven't been able to make a choice. Typically, the Hanged Man is like, it's the card of Neptune. It's the card of Odin sacrificing himself to gain the knowledge of the runes. It's a shamanic descent into the underworld to ultimately come out renewed. But if it's upside down, maybe you're not. Okay, so you can see that a couple of ways. Either you are ignoring major aspects of yourself that need to be addressed and paid attention to. Maybe you need to do more meditation, more sitting with yourself, or you're doing too much of that and it's time to take action now. Consulting my book. It's also a card of surrender to the divine. So it could be actually that you're being selfish in some way or acting from some ulterior motive. Yeah, inability to surrender, denial of parts of the self. I don't need to consult the book, but I do anyway. Then when I do, I'm like, oh, hey, see, I was fucking right. You could even feel like you're in a state of victimhood right now, but ultimately you're not. It's really important to know that we cause ourselves to be victims, and the only way to escape from that mentality or from being like in the position of a victim is to rescue yourself from it. Nobody can save you from the outside, right? So if you're looking for someone to swoop in and do this for you, I'm here to tell you that you actually have the energy within yourself to do that for yourself. And try your best not to act from a place of fear or guilt or shame. Allow yourself to feel those emotions and work through them, but don't let them rule how you respond or react to different situations. And ultimately, you must make a decision. You can't stay in limbo. And you're being called to a further, bigger awakening. Just try not to get distracted by things happening on the outside and instead focus on the inside. And once you do make a decision, you have some beautiful possibilities coming for you. So this is also a longer reading than I wanted to do. It's just that's how they're coming out, so whatever. So your rune, Virgo. Lagoos. This is water. The biggest message of Lagoos is that there's storms ahead. There's always storms on the sea. Okay? It's up to us. It's up to us to prepare our ships in the proper way. Don't be afraid of going within, of accessing the deeper, darker secrets of yourself, of your body, because that is actually where the real gold is. This relates directly to the Hangman. So, with all of that detail that I've now uncovered, I feel like the King of Cups is you. It's a part of you that you're ignoring that you need to pay attention to. And the chills that I had go down the left side of my body. Left side of your body is associated with the right side of your brain. That is the feminine side. So the feminine, by the way, is in your body. So Virgo, just got chills again. Holy shit. This reading is telling you that you have the strength within. You have the ability to withstand the storm. All you need to do is access those resources from within. Because they're there. You have to go and get them, though. And lastly, the masculine side of yourself, your inner emperor, is here to assist in that process. It's here to help keep you safe so that you can actually, it's here to hold space for your feminine, okay? And once you start this process and kind of commit to it, that's when you'll see really huge leaps and bounds with your own awakening ascension process. Okay? But one last thing is there's no end date or end goal. It's an ongoing process and an ongoing unfolding, you could say. So don't or try not to feel discouraged if it feels like it's going on forever. Yeah. Okay, Virgo. If you're interested in a personal reading, please hit me up. My email's down below. And yeah, have a good one.